Maybe that's you, and there was my solution. I identify as me. Ideation, action, fruition, which means that I'm doing less scrolling, to be honest. Oh man. For a person who's looking for, how can I gain more time without? What are you doing that you don't need to be purposeful in the things that are people, what's the word? And that's everything I said I wanted to say.
Real talks, zero edits, just raw conversations on the go. Hot takes, zero breaks. New episodes every week. Subscribe wherever you listen.
Good morning. Another blessed day to express the breath of life that I'm blessed with from our Heavenly Father. And now that I'm in the car, off to work. If you've been following the channel since it's gone from ideation into, if that's even a word, ideation into action into fruition, then you'll know what it's about. And if you're still listening, thank you. If I can humbly ask for one favor. If any of this resonates with you, please like and subscribe. And if you feel that it may be of help or may resonate with someone that you know of who needs support in any way, shape or form, please share. If you can do that one favor for me. On this morning's no commute, no filter commute. There's a couple of things on my mind that I want to talk about. But let's see how long the first one will take. And probably I've been, this one that I'm going to talk about, probably I've been in the dark for about it, because I've minimized or I've reduced my social media intake. I think it's been nearly 2 months now since I've been on Instagram, and the same for TikTok. And now I'm mainly YouTube and Facebook. Not so much. Facebook is there, but I use it to watch sports highlights. And the use of Messenger. But my main source of social media now is YouTube. So the thing which means that I'm doing less scrolling, to be honest. I'm doing way less scrolling. What I used to do with my videos is I would record, edit in CapCut, pretty much just adding captions. And that was the extent of my editing, adding captions. Upload it to TikTok. Whilst that's uploading to TikTok, I would scroll in TikTok. Depending how long that would take, I would then upload to YouTube. And then while that's uploading in YouTube, I'd be scrolling YouTube. And then again, depends how long I'm scrolling there. Then I would share to Insta, upload there, share from TikTok into Insta, upload it. While that's uploading, scroll in there, and depending how long that took. And then every now and then I would share, depending what it was, I would share to Facebook and then scroll in there. So that's 4 sets of uploading and then 4 sets of scrolling. And I'm like, man, for a person who's short on time and looking for time, how can I gain more time without? And there was my solution. I still have accounts to Insta and TikTok. I'm just not in there. And when I see links from in Facebook that link to TikTok or Insta, and I press on it and it takes me to TikTok or Insta, I just don't log in because it takes me there and then it asks me to log in, and if I have to log in, I don't, and I just don't watch the video. So I'm seeing less because I'm doing less, and now I have time to scroll on YouTube. Okay. So maybe that's this what I just spoke about wasn't even what I was going to speak about, but maybe you're in the same situation. What are you doing that you don't need to do? What thing can you reduce without affecting your overall result? Because to be honest, I was trying to do all these things, all these social media platforms, and yes, there's an app that you can repurpose all your videos into each of the different platforms, but that comes at a cost. And at this stage, I'm not about paying for that cost, even though I see the benefit time-wise. But maybe in the future I'm going to look at it. And if you want to know that, I'm following. It's because I'm limited myself to YouTube. I'm actually following people who are doing the things that I want to do, and so following the advice that they're giving is one of them is to be purposeful in the things that I was doing. Hence, reducing the social media platforms. Hence, spending more time on YouTube, listening and following the ones that are doing what I want to do. Hence, why I can put my focus into the things that I'm doing. Hence, why I had the time to hear and listen to the videos, which then gave me the ideas, which then gave me the time and thought and place to then follow through with this, the No Filter Commute podcast. And I've always wanted to, and I say always, in the last year or two, so I've always wanted to do some sort of podcast, talk back, and I know in the future I want to be talking with people, and including their thoughts, but at the same time I still want it to be no filter. So my idea on this concept is the people that I bring on will not be, they won't know what I'll be talking about, because I want it to be fresh and raw and coming straight from your heart and mind, no filter. And so maybe that's you. We don't have to be driving in the same car. Maybe we can set a time and date. There's different platforms you can use to go live together. If that's you, send me a message. Let's sort something out. So the actual topic that I wanted to talk about, and let me know what do you think. One, you agree. Two, you disagree. But it's this subject and topic on people, what's the word? Transition. People not relating. People identifying. People identifying as animals. This video clip I saw was there's now like a group or club of Germany, I think it was Germany. There's a group of them. The picture looked like around 100 people. Where there were people who not only identified as animals, but and looked at as pets, but there were also people who were leading them as they were pets. Okay. I didn't agree with it, but when I look at it, I'm like, okay, who's crazy? Who's crazy? The one that thinks he's an animal, or the one that thinks he's an animal is an animal? And who's playing who here? And so I think, wow, what a situation to be in, to identify as an animal, or whatever you want to identify as, and then to identify as the owner of the one who identifies as an animal. And it's made me, I think I've seen it before, I just haven't had a way to express how I feel about it. But are we living in a world where this is No, yes, we are living because it's happening. But we're living in a world now where this sort of thing is, at the moment is being normalized. And to what extent will this reach? And what is the limit of these sorts of, what is the limitations, or what is the end? What's that? I don't know what's the word. What is the limitations to these sorts of thoughts and behaviors? Because 1 minute you're an animal, and next minute you're an old man identifying as a teenage girl wanting to get changed in the girls' changing room. If that was me, and some identifying, some male who was identifying and as a teenage girl wanted to get changed in the same bathroom as one of my 3 daughters, something will be happening. Either I take the girls out of the place, or I take him out of that place. And I love this argument in America, where the school was allowing boys to visit the female bathroom, and the father asked his daughter, "Are you okay with the boys coming into the bathroom?" And she said, "No, I don't want them seeing me pee." This is from the primary-aged child, girl. And the father turned around and put his argument to the board of the school, must be, the teachers, and said, "If you are okay with that, and I'm going to prove you're a hypocrite, if you, the board, are okay with this situation that my daughter is now forced to be in, then I want you, the female, to go to the bathroom, and I want your husband there as well, and I want your husband to watch you go to the toilet." And like many things, they had no answer, and they knew they were wrong, because no female in their right mind would let a male watch them go to the bathroom, and no husband or partner of the female would let a stranger watch them go to the bathroom. Yet we're opening this opportunity for anyone to identify as whatever they feel like. Now, you can do whatever you like, I feel. If you want to identify as an animal, identify as whatever you want to identify as, but do it in your own space. I don't come into this world and tell everyone, "I identify as me," and I don't need to advertise it. No one needs to know that I identify as me. I don't need you to know I identify as me. But why is it when you identify as whatever you want to identify, these people, why is it you want to tell everyone that you identify as whatever you want to identify as? Why? I say, do whatever you want to do. Do it in the privacy of your own home, of your own life. Do whatever you want. Just don't let what you do affect what I do. Because if it does, and we have a disagreement, then it's in these situations where it seems like someone has to prove the other one wrong or right. But we don't have to. We can live in harmony. We can live in peace. Just don't force what you believe in onto me. Have I said everything I said or I wanted to say? Yes. So, do you believe? Do you agree with this? Identifying as whatever you want to identify as, or do you disagree? And if you are, especially a male, if you are a father, a brother of a female, and it was allowed that your daughter or your sister situation was that males could go into their bathroom and watch them pee or do whatever they need to do in the female bathroom, changing room, would you just stand there? Would you stand there and let it happen and just watch it all unfold? Would you? I know it's a very touchy subject and personal for others, and you might have your opinion as to why it is happening or why it's not happening, and I have my opinion too about why it is happening and why it's not happening, why it might be happening. But just share what you feel if you need to, but don't force it. Don't make me believe what you believe because you believe it, and I won't make you believe what I believe because I believe it. Definitely share opinions if you want to and if you need to. Anyway, that's my small take on this current situation that I've seen about people identifying as animals or anything other than what they are at the moment. Pray that you have a blessed day, blessed week, blessed morning, blessed situation wherever you are, and may God's peace be upon you. Okay, bye.